Suddenly, the ground shook in the heart of China. Houses collapsed, cars overturned, and entire neighborhoods were reduced to rubble. In a matter of seconds, an ordinary day turned into a nightmare of dust, fear, and destruction. In an instant, a quiet city became a land of fear and devastation. Houses shook, walls crumbled, and windows shattered with violent force. People ran into the streets, some screaming, others crying. In just seconds, a peaceful morning was shattered into chaos and terror. Cars overturned on the roads. Heavy buses crashed to the side. Entire walls of buildings collapsed, scattering bricks, steel, and broken glass across the streets. Shop signs were torn off, electric poles bent, and wires snapped and fell dangerously to the ground. Dust and smoke filled the air. The sounds of collapsing structures and people's cries blended into one terrifying roar. Families stood helplessly before their destroyed homes. Some cried, others dug desperately with their bare hands, moving bricks and debris, hoping to find someone still alive. From beneath the rubble, faint voices called for help. Rescuers rushed to tear down broken walls, straining to hear any signs of life. With each piece of rubble removed came a spark of hope. Perhaps someone was still breathing. The Tibetan Plateau and western Sichuan have witnessed this devastation many times. Here, two massive tectonic plates collide, releasing unimaginable energy. That energy can turn entire cities into rubble in seconds. Roads split apart, mountains collapse in deadly landslides, villages are buried under earth and rock. Entire valleys become isolated, with people trapped inside. In Yunnan province, the destruction is no less horrific. Old houses collapse, walls split wide open. Schools and hospitals shake violently. Thousands of people rush into open fields. terrified to remain indoors. Children cry, mothers pray. The elderly stand in shock, watching the homes they built over a lifetime reduced to rubble in an instant. Xinjiang, in the far west, suffers in its own way. Mud brick houses crumble instantly when the ground trembles. Entire villages vanish under clouds of dust. People flee into the open, but the fear lingers. Even after the first tremor subsides, hearts pound with dread. What if the next shock is even stronger? The aftermath is the most painful sight. A city looks like a war zone. People lie trapped beneath collapsed buildings, some alive, some lifeless. Cries for help, sobs of grief, and the frantic sound of digging echo through the ruins. Rescue teams work without rest, clearing rubble piece by piece. Suddenly, a child's small hand reaches out from the debris, a fragile ray of hope. Yet alongside this miracle, lifeless bodies are also pulled from the ruins, shattering the hearts of waiting families. Hospitals overflow with the wounded. Some suffer head injuries, others broken limbs. Blood-soaked clothes, exhausted doctors, and grieving families crowd the corridors. Electricity is gone, water pipes are broken, and roads are destroyed. People sit in darkness, waiting for help with only candlelight or the dim glow of their phones. The force of an earthquake is invisible, but its destruction is everywhere. Schools, hospitals, and bridges are reduced to rubble in an instant. Roads split, mountains collapse, cities are plunged into darkness. Through the long night, only cries for help echo across the ruins. Yet despite the devastation, people do not surrender. Survivors share food, water, and comfort. Neighbors carry the injured to makeshift clinics. Rescue workers dig through the night, because beneath the rubble, there may still be life. Earthquakes remind us that homes, cities, and lives can be destroyed in seconds. Life is fragile. Against this invisible force, humanity often seems helpless. But courage and hope do not collapse. Even in the face of destruction, people rise again. From dust and ruins, new stories of survival are born. But for many families, survival is only the beginning of another struggle. Without homes, they spend nights in makeshift tents, shivering in the cold. Food and clean water are scarce, and long lines form wherever aid trucks arrive. Children cling to their parents, frightened by every aftershock that rattles the ground beneath them. The disaster does not end when the shaking stops. It lingers in every broken home and every anxious heart. In the middle of ruins, stories of extraordinary courage also emerge. Strangers pull each other to safety. Neighbors share their last piece of bread, and rescuers risk their lives crawling into unstable buildings. In a time of destruction, humanity becomes stronger. The faces covered in dust, the trembling hands, and the tired eyes all carry one message. Even in chaos, people choose to stand together. The earthquake is a warning written in rubble. It reminds us that no city, no family, no person is beyond the reach of nature's power. Strong buildings can fall, technology can fail, and comfort can vanish in seconds. But it also teaches us that preparation and awareness save lives. Knowing how to act, where to run, and how to stay calm can make the difference between life and death. And when the dust finally settles, China will rebuild, as it always has. From the shattered stones will rise new homes, stronger schools, and safer hospitals. From the silence of destruction will rise the voices of survival and resilience. The ground may shake, but the spirit of the people stands unshaken. For every city reduced to rubble, there will always be stories of courage, unity, and the unbreakable will to live.